For countless generations, Homo sapiens has been shaped by the slow, unpredictable hand of evolution, random mutations, environmental pressures, and the sheer luck of the genetic draw. Our ancestors adapted to survive ice ages, plagues, and shifting landscapes, their bodies and minds molded by forces beyond their control. For most of human history, our fate was dictated by biology. If you were born with a genetic flaw or inherited a disease, that was your destiny, an unchangeable fact of life. Families carried the weight of hereditary illnesses, and entire generations were marked by the limitations of their DNA. But this era is ending. A new dawn is breaking, one that promises to redefine what it means to be human. We now stand at the threshold of a revolution, not just understanding life, but rewriting it. The secrets of our genetic code are being unlocked at an unprecedented pace, and with them, the power to shape our own future. For the first time in history, we can engineer our own biology. The building blocks of life are no longer fixed. They are tools we can use to sculpt ourselves and our descendants. Technologies like biohacking and genetic engineering are giving us the power to alter our DNA, to correct errors, and even to enhance traits. CRISPR and other gene editing tools are moving from science fiction to reality, opening doors to possibilities once thought impossible. We are becoming the designers of our own evolution, taking control of the very code that defines us. The choices we make today will echo through generations, shaping the future of our species. Imagine a world without genetic diseases, where cancer is edited out before it ever appears, and where inherited conditions are a thing of the past. The potential to eliminate suffering on a massive scale is within our grasp. Picture a future where intelligence can be enhanced, bodies can be made stronger and more resilient, and lifespans can be extended far beyond what we know today. The boundaries of human potential are being pushed further than ever before. The promise of biohacking is to upgrade humanity itself, to give us the tools to transcend our natural limitations and unlock new abilities. This is more than medicine. It's about enhancing the healthy, not just curing the sick. It's about optimizing our minds and bodies and redefining what it means to thrive. The same tools that prevent disease could create abilities we can barely imagine: superior memory, faster healing, or even senses beyond our current experience. The line between therapy and enhancement is blurring. We are leaving behind the slow march of natural evolution and entering the age of intelligent design, where our future is limited only by our imagination and our ethics. The questions we face now are not just about survival, but about what we want to become. What kind of humans do we wish to create? What values will guide us as we take control of our own evolution? The journey into this uncharted territory has already begun, and the choices we make today will shape the destiny of humanity for centuries to come. How did we get here? How did humanity reach a point where we can not only read the code of life, but also rewrite it? The journey is as fascinating as it is complex. It started with decoding our own genetic instructions, DNA. These twisting strands hold the blueprint for every cell, every trait, every possibility within us. For most of history, our genetic code was a mystery, locked away in the fabric of our cells, invisible and inaccessible to even the brightest minds. The Human Genome Project changed that forever. For the first time, we could read the script of life letter by letter, unlocking secrets that had shaped us for millennia. But reading wasn't enough, we needed to edit. The urge to fix, improve, and even redesign our biology was irresistible. Enter CRISPR, a revolutionary tool that lets scientists cut, delete, or replace genes with unprecedented precision. Suddenly, the genetic code became editable, like text on a screen. Editing life was no longer a distant dream. It became practical, accessible, and within reach for researchers around the world. This revolutionized biology, putting the power of genetic engineering in the hands of thousands, sparking a wave of innovation and discovery. Beyond labs, biohacking has gone mainstream. Everyday people are now exploring ways to optimize their bodies and minds. Citizen scientists use wearables to track their health, experiment with nootropics to boost brain power, and push the boundaries of self-improvement. Some even try gene editing at home, blurring the line between professional science and personal experimentation. This democratization of self-improvement is exciting, but it also raises urgent questions about safety, ethics, and the limits of personal freedom. The goal, however, remains the same: to take control of our own biology, to become the architects of our own evolution. We're no longer passive recipients of our genes. We're active participants, making choices that could echo through generations. Faulty genes can be fixed, limitations can be upgraded. The possibilities for healing and enhancement are expanding every day. The age of passive biology is over. We are entering a new era, where our choices and technology shape what it means to be human. The age of active design has begun. We are no longer bound by the limits of nature alone. The power to shape ourselves is now in our hands, and the story of our evolution is being rewritten one gene at a time. The first and most accepted use of these powers is medicine. Genetic engineering could eradicate hereditary diseases, saving countless lives. But the line between therapy and enhancement is thin. The same tools that cure disease could boost intelligence or physical strength. Why stop at healthy when we can aim for better than well? Imagine humans with perfect vision, enhanced memory, or resistance to aging. Cognitive upgrades could help us solve global problems and build a better world. Scientists are already mapping genes for intelligence and longevity. The temptation to enhance will be immense, for parents, governments, and corporations alike. The promise of a superhuman future is pulling us forward beyond the limits of our biology. But who will have access to these enhancements? If only the wealthy can afford them, we risk creating a biological divide, superhumans and naturals. The enhanced could accumulate more power, leaving the rest behind. Over generations, this gap could become unbridgeable, even creating new species. The idea of equal rights and shared humanity could collapse. Who decides what counts as an improvement? Intelligence, empathy, creativity? The values we encode will shape our future. The debate is already heated. Some see a moral duty to enhance, others warn of losing our humanity. Every path forward is lined with both promise and peril. Designer babies are the most controversial aspect of genetic engineering. Parents could select traits for their children: height, intelligence, athleticism. This turns children into products, not gifts. The pressure to live up to a genetic blueprint could be immense. A market for perfection commodifies human life, turning traits into products. Social pressure to enhance could make upgrades a necessity, not a choice. The free market might optimize for profit, not for compassion or wisdom. The debate is about more than technology. It's about what kind of society we want to create. Is our drive to upgrade ourselves a sign of true progress, or is it a dangerous act of hubris that could unravel what it means to be human? This question sits at the heart of our era, as technology and ambition push us further than ever before. For centuries, we changed our environment, building cities, inventing tools, and shaping the world to fit our needs. But now, for the first time, we're turning that power inward, seeking to change ourselves at the most fundamental level. Some believe it's our destiny, even our duty, to overcome the limits of biology. They see human enhancement as the next step in evolution, a way to cure disease, extend life, and unlock hidden potential. But others warn that in our quest for perfection, we risk losing the very qualities that make us human: our vulnerability, our empathy, and our connection to one another. Our flaws, our struggles, and even our failures are woven into the fabric of our identity. They fuel our creativity, our compassion, and our drive to improve, not just ourselves, but the world around us. A life without struggle might lack meaning. A world without death might lack value. The cycle of life and loss shapes our stories and gives depth to our joys. If only a few can escape aging and disease, the very definition of human could fracture, dividing us in ways we've never seen before. The post-human future may be dazzling, but it could also be a future where humanity as we know it disappears, replaced by something unrecognizable. Are we Icarus, flying too close to the sun, blinded by ambition? Or are we Prometheus, daring to bring fire and knowledge to our species no matter the cost? We are venturing into the unknown, wielding powers that previous generations could only dream of, and perhaps barely understand ourselves. The line between progress and hubris is razor thin, and every step forward demands careful thought and humility. Every decision we make now, individually and collectively, will shape not just our future, but the very fate and definition of our species for generations to come. We are the first generation to hold the power of intelligent design. The choices we make will echo for millennia. These questions are not just for scientists, they're for all of us. We must bring these debates into the public square and educate ourselves. Should we enhance the healthy, edit the germline? There are no easy answers. Ultimately, it comes down to our values, competition, or compassion. individual achievement or collective good. The tools are neutral, the morality is in our choices. We are writing the next chapter of humanity. If you could edit your genes, what would you change? What would you choose for your children? The real question is not whether we will gain these powers, but what kind of gods we will choose to be.